Hacemos la campaña. Intentaré avanzar un poco más rápido para no hacer tanto rollo ya. En los anteriores estuve haciendo como que encontrando coleccionables.
Regretfully, Duke was not destined to see them. Was his death a fault of mine? Was
Así
everything
que
that
pues
happened on
ahora
the
me voy a
bridge?
limitar más a completar la campaña.
It's a cruel world that we live in, and it's not our responsibility to fix it.
Que no me haga tan
We
largo
only wanted to pass through.
los
And
videos.
it was not my fault they screamed for blood. Their zealousness reminded me of the metro, where people are indoctrinated into a lie. That the world is dead and there's nowhere to go. Anyone who questions it gets fed a different lie. That the war is still going on.
Si quieres verme directo, en la descripción te dejo el link para que me sigas en Twitch, o si no a Twitter, para que ahí sepas a qué horas voy a hacer los directos. Así para que dialoguemos y me des puntos de vista del juego, a lo que estoy haciendo, doblaje y pues, cosas extras que a lo mejor te interese escuchar.
I'm so sorry about Duke. He was just a boy, really. He kept asking me for advice on how to become more attractive to a girl he knew, what to say to her. He couldn't wait to come back to her, proudly wearing scars and medals. Stay here for a bit, Artyom. Alyosha keeps telling everyone Duke could have jumped off the bridge in time. The others are also holding well, but I just unraveled. Of course, I had friends die before. He wasn't looking for death, Duke. He did volunteer for the most dangerous missions, but didn't expect to die. He was looking up to Stepan. Dad, you, especially you. And he didn't die for nothing, did he? He wanted us to get there, to Yamantau. He wanted us to tell them about Moscow, how we survived there and still haven't given up, how we've been hiding it for so long. But when I think of it being you, and not even knowing for sure, I'd never be able to live through it. So, do you think I should just let it all out? I don't think that would make me feel better. I've been thinking, back home, we buried our friends at home, and avenged them at home. That home and life there sucked. We were kept there with chains. No, even worse, with lies. And now we are looking for a new home. This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home for one, a place where we could live, a log cabin on the outskirts of a forest, or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Well, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this, together. Through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland. Especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far. Right. I've got to get myself under control. Go. Dad wanted to see you.
Pásale, voy empezando. Estoy revisando unos detalles. A ver, desde aquí. A ver.
Uncle Talkative has already set his shop up. Wanna go look? It's so cool. Here, Uncle Artyom.
Ah, hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say. What do you think of this workbench, eh? Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So thank you. We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees. Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon. And it's high time we fixed our uniforms. Some of our people are starting to look pretty ragged, you know? Duke's plate carrier didn't hold the back plate anymore, and he just kept joking about it. What was I? Well, I'll be working here from now on. Well, that's it. I bragged enough and won't waste any more of your time. The Colonel summoned you. Well, I have stuff to do too. You guys are fast to break gear, but none too expedient to fix it.
Uncle Talkative! Uncle Talkative!
What would you like to ask, Nastya?
Uncle Talkative, do you have a sewing machine?
No, I don't.
But how are you going to fix the suits then?
Well, like everyone else, I'll take a thread and a needle and use a sail stitch.
Wow, cool!
Vamos a avanzar un poco porque por si ya me tardé en
I
la
sure
campaña.
can, but later. I've got work to do.
Will you let me fix Sam's rifle strap?
Well, sure thing. Oh, but under supervision. Sam is so strict, you know.
Hurrah! And Uncle Sam isn't strict at all. He's kind.
All right, look here. I'll show you once. Now we do this.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And now, this way.
I see.
You have got to be careful here. See?
Got that.
Yes, yes. And now, this way.
I see.
A smoke break. That's good.
No, antes no voy a estar con... ¿Puedo salir?
This is one mean smoke.
Ah,
Damn, this is rough. Well, nothing we couldn't take.
a ver. Imagino que me tiene que decir algo.
Well, you are the right kind of guys. I mean, you, the Colonel, Duke, that guy did a swell job on that bridge. He was a great guy. May he rest in peace, yeah. So, yeah, what did I want to say? Yes. Thank you. You people accepted me, and I'm a simple guy. I will pay the debt back.
Sí, es cierto, ahorita que me acuerdo, se murió uno. En el cual,
How do you like
es en
it
la
out
versión
here
en
after your
español,
travels?
no pasó.
Freedom, huh?
Por si quieres verlo, esta es la versión en español de
Sure
España.
thing. So much
Para
space.
que veas cómo
It feels too empty to me.
la
though.
diferencia.
Just reeds and ruins and those damn mutants. Hate them. Phew. Though you guys are gonna see the government, so bratucha, don't be mad, but just tell me, what the hell do you even need them for? Well, of course it might be interesting to take a look, but throughout all of my rambling, I only met two kinds of ex-government people. Dead ones and gang leaders. And let me tell you, the latter are much worse than your typical bandit. They just have to make a speech before doing something awful. So what I mean, I didn't really care about the government even before the war, much less now, when everything's long since gone to shit. So what for, really? I'm a simple man, Artyomich. I told I'm with you, that means I'm with you for the long haul. But I'd much rather find a nice place to live at than go see the government. Of course, they could give us luxury bunkers or something. Well, Artyom, you seem cold. Go get warmed up a bit, I'll smoke some more. Have stuff to think about. Or just stay, we have enough space now.
Ajá. Vamos. Apúrate. No. A mí se me hace un poco difícil. No, espérame, es que necesito compartir esto otra vez. A ver, listo. Sí, lo voy a compartir. Bueno, ya que vamos a seguir. Aquí estuve. Aquí ya acabo de estar. Los coleccionables lo voy a hacer.
Artyom, come on in and have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
So, Artyom, are you up for a jam? Come on, pick the guitar up.
Vamos. No sale una versión en inglés. Así que creo que encantaba este. Hola, bienvenido. Pásale. Probando nuevos audífonos. Bueno, no realmente, ya los tengo como más de una semana o 2 semanas. Así que si me escucho, dímelo. Si no me escucho, dímelo. Comenta, escribe. No canta. Bueno. A ver. Comenta. Si es que me oyes. Eso espero. Si varias pruebas si no quiero volver a reiniciar. Porque es inicio, bla.
Thank you, Stepan.
Ya. Yo pensé que no había tocado.
I'm sorry to
Pensé
ask,
que iba a cantar.
Nastya's father. He's dead, isn't he? Does Nastya know?
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market. Around 3 days passed, and I still kept it in. I just sat there with a needle in my hand and didn't see anything. It was all black before my eyes. And then she snuggles up to me and says, "You should cry, Ma. You will feel better." Serie used to say it. So I cried and cried. She knows. She knows it all.
I'm sorry, Katya. I'm so sorry.
Let me tell you how we ended up at the bridge. We used to live in northeast from here. Quite close if you go in a straight line. But it took us a month. Everything's bombed to rubble out there. Yermak asked me and I told him. Serie used to say there were lots of military factories out there. Not just military, of course. General industry. And now you can't pass through there even with filters. The radiation is so high. No railway either, just crater upon crater. We were quite far, but our counter still went crazy. One route appeared intact. There was nothing to bomb. So we used that one, thinking we'd get further to the west, but of course they did not let us cross the bridge with the diesel. They said it was satanic. They were ready to let us stay if we gave them the diesel to cleanse it. So we stayed. And then we couldn't leave, even if we wanted. That old goat, Father Silentius, brainwashed everyone, so they would just pray and bow non-stop. They broke our diesel down with their bare hands and threw it into the river. Purification. And on top of it, they gave us trouble for not helping them. Serie went to check what was going on, and there were only locals there, because Silentius at the Skatina had sent our people away to test them. He said that if they wanted to be truly accepted, they had to defeat a demon. Serie went to stop them. But it was too late. He only found burnt rags.
Yeah.
And then they sent him to do the same. He never came back.
Katya, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, you really didn't. What's done is done. It kind of got so glum in here. Perhaps you, Stepan, could play us something.
Sure thing.
Bueno, creo que aquí ya está. Termina aquí. A ver.
Well, guys, to Duke's memory.
Sí.
Artyom, the colonel's waiting for you on the
Stop with
bridge.
this funeral mood. It is Duke we're talking about. Do you recall how he came back from the library? Same thing here.
Well, yeah, that time he pulled a fast one on us. We had the drinks ready. Sam said everything. Was a good speech, too.
Thanks.
Well, that is truth. Don't be shy. So, Sam ends his speech, and then Duke asks, "Where's my drink?"
So that is why I say we should wait. He came back from that library. And this is nothing. We will pick him up on our way back.
No hay camino de vuelta.
If we leave to go back.
Oh, come on!
Well, I just think we should still drink to Duke's memory. And if he's alive, that's only a good omen.
Plays so well.
Sam, what do you say?
I'll drink later. Gotta finish cooking.
Okay. Let's drink!
All right, let's. It's rough.
Yeah, kinda rough.
By the way, speaking of omens, let's have a service for him once we come across another church.
Duke didn't believe, and having met Salantius, I'm also wavering.
Well, Salantius' god is definitely a lost cause. But I imagine Duke would like Valhalla. A paradise where fallen heroes spend eternity feasting and fighting. A good fit for all of the people we lost.
Yes, this is worth having another drink for. To our guys having fun in Valhalla!
Ya no tengo. Sírveme.
Hey guys, there's something I've been thinking about. What does everyone expect of this trip? Duke used to say that he just couldn't spread his wings back home. He was too eager to win that girl over with heroics. He thought that outside he'd have space for that.
And why did you come?
Well, my heart is aching for true romance. But in the metro, all women want a solid relationship, a reliable husband, a real provider. Enough of that smug smile. It's unbearable. Not that I've had much better luck here so far. As soon as Katya came aboard, Stepan started cooing around her like a peacock.
You should be happy. Katya is a tough girl. You'd be under her thumb in no time.
That is unlikely. I'm not the kind of man to upstage his friend in a contest for a lady. Especially when that friend promises to break my arm. I'll catch my stroke of luck soon enough. There in Yamantau, women from all over the country have already gathered, waiting for yours truly. How about you, Demir? What made you go?
Well, at first I just went along with you guys, the colonel. But even then I thought, this is my chance to make my dream come true. A chance to see Kazakhstan, my people. But first, we must come back to Moscow, because it isn't fair. People must know that they've put up with enough. They are free. They can live outside now. What do you think about that, idiot?
I'm with you, Demir. Yet, freedom is not so simple. There was this freedom fighter, Che Guevara. He died under 40. Comrade Mao, whose book you've been perusing on the other hand, was a strict ruler but lived a long life.
Well, we should have expected that from you. Weird thing, though, is that you are called idiot.
I know. It's by his own choice. Because he's so fond of Chekhov.
Chekhov too, of course. But it's Dostoevsky for the most part, Sam, my friend.
Sure, I read the book too. It's just that I mix them up a lot. Chekhov wrote about that son of Austerlitz, a wounded officer. Powerful imagery.
You are just killing me. How about you, Uncle Sam? Got dreams?
You know, I just want to ride my board again. Spark a joint up on a beach. Catch that wave. Deep inside, under a grizzled metro dweller, there's still a relaxed Californian inside me.
Ah, get out of here!
So you know, before Dad talked me into joining the Corps, I used to wear my hair long. He told me they'd make a decent citizen out of the total disappointment that I was, and sent me to college once I was discharged. I joined, and they sent me to the Middle East.
Wow, so do you hope your guys would pick you up? I don't see them around.
Yeah, I don't hold my breath for my guys. Once this mission's over, I'll submit my discharge papers. I'll reach the ocean, and there, find a ship maybe?
Oh yeah, just imagine it. You arrive on that ship, and they go like... Ah, the Russians are coming! You are one of us now. You don't really need to go anywhere.
At least don't put your Ushanka on. They will sink you on sight.
I won't. Though I will take my balalaika with me.
Well... Who has any expectations for our reception at Yamantau?
Well, your expectations, Alyosha, are quite obvious, huh? Scantily clad junior officer ladies unrolling the red carpet.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. How about you guys?
Well, I hope they will answer a few questions. For example, if there is not a single American within hundreds of miles from Moscow, save for our friend Samuel here, why stay on the ground?
I'd put it a bit differently. Did you, dearest High Command gentlemen, know that we in Moscow had to spend 20 years on the ground?
Oh, by all means, you can ask those while I'm enjoying my briefing with the junior officer ladies, huh?
I don't know. I'm in the mood for a road trip.
Oh, we got ourselves a true traveler here.
Yeah, we will have to live and see.
You are right.
Es muy útil. ¿Ya acabaron? Bien. Eso ya lo había escuchado, así que no hay por qué poner tanta atención. Para ustedes, si quieren. Yo ya lo había
I had
escuchado.
a talk with the Ark. All thanks to Tokarev. He got the decoder working. Ark, come in. Come in, Ark. Over.
This is Ark. Identify yourself. Over.
This is Colonel Sviatoslav Myelnikov speaking. I'm in command of a special operations force. We have received your signal and are currently heading your way. Do you copy? Over.
Yes. Hear you loud and clear.
Who am I talking to?
information here, but know that we are waiting for your arrival. I am making my report immediately, and I am sure the Minister of Defense will be eager to see you.
This is a great honor. Thank you. Just a few words more, though. What is the general situation there, Major?
Eso es algo nuevo que no he escuchado, ¿eh?
Colonel, sir, you do understand this is classified information. But I do understand you. We are doing fine. Do not worry. Well, see you in the Ark. Over and out.
I serve the people. Over and out.
So, do you get this now, you doubting Thomas? I'm so excited my hands are still shaking. Oh, the minister himself! This is incredible! By the way, Artyom, you should take a look at the map. As you can see, we're heading almost straight for the Yamantau complex. Katya and Chris tell me that the line there is in decent condition. Surprising, really, taking into account the number of priority targets there. So we can hope for smooth sailing from here, and right to the very destination. It's not even that far, but our speed depends on the state of the track. So I think it's going to take us quite some time to get there. So, Yermak, where were we?
You were saying, it's all about the results.
Ah, yes. These soft-bellied attitudes must stop. The ends do justify the means.
Well, I don't object. But not all ends can be called just.
Exactly. And this is why I have been waiting for a chance like this for ages. And now everything seems to be coming together. It's the government. Don't you understand?
Oh, but of course.
You don't seem to quite grasp the importance, which is unexpected, especially after the news you just heard.
Yes, well, say there is a government. So what? We spent so many years apart, so why worry now?
Yo los escuché un poco nerviosos.
Don't you see? They probably knew nothing about us. With the sheer power of enemy strikes directed at Moscow, they never expected so many of us to survive. And now we get to tell them Moscow still lives. And not only that, it also preserved a functioning civilization. Do you get that? All these years we were fighting a losing battle for mere survival. And now we have a new goal.
And what would that goal be?
You don't get this, do you? The command center should have all of the command and control networks, all the intelligence. They should know where all the nukes hit, have complete fallout maps. They have everything. Information rules the world. And Metro is chock full of people. Put two and two together, we could repopulate the country. Of course, not at once. First, we might have to take the country back. But we'll be doing this under the direction of a real government. People with all the necessary skills. And in the end, we will break out of the underground dead end we are in.
It would be nice, sure. By the way, I meant to ask for some time now. How did you learn about the Yamantau bunker, Colonel?
Oh, the information about the Ark project I have is beyond a doubt. I'm saying this as a GRU officer. I had colleagues working there, preparing evacuation plans. So I've been briefed into it officially.
So, now we just have to get there. And we will. We will. The journey won't be easy, though.
We were never looking for an easy way.
Yes. I've been thinking about that for a long time. The Central Industrial District, a priority target. Katya did confirm my suspicions. The tracks might have survived partially, but the state they're in, though, is most likely terrible. I think we'll have to fix sections of the track.
I Our people can handle it. Besides, I'm sure there will be sidetracks.
What do you think could have happened in the relatively intact territories in the meantime?
That's a good question. Well, we are going to learn it pretty soon.
Yes. Yes, that we will.
Ya. Ay, cómo hablan. Dale.
Well, let us talk business for a change. Namely, the engine status.
All right.
Is the pump in order now?
Yes, we have fixed it.
How much time will it take to refill the water tank from now on?
Around 3 hours if we don't have to clean the filters.
No, bueno.
Here's one of my favorites.
Bueno.
So, what was it? The Colonel is always right, and we're just filling our heads with dumb ideas? It's like living in a fairy tale. A prince has rescued his princess from a monster-infested dungeon and is taking her to his magic kingdom where they are going to live happily ever after. Do you think we're going to find that kingdom in the end? Though, if it's with you, I'll be fine anywhere. Live happily ever after is the most important part as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you, it's so beautiful.
I talked to Katya. They had a tough life, and that Salantius really kept them in his grip. Those people are basically slaves, working all day, praying all night, under constant watch, killed for even the slightest wrong. They don't get sold, but that's probably just because Salantius has no use for money. They brought it upon themselves, and yet they survived through all these years. It is their home, after all. How many homes like this lie ahead? Are we going to break every door down? Are we going to become enemies to dwellers of those homes? Are we going to lose somebody in each? Who's next? You? Sorry, I am just not myself.
No.
Do you think that when we come back...
Hola, hola. Bienvenido. Pásale, pásale.
back to Metro, they will believe
Estoy
us?
descubriendo cosas nuevas.
They who live there,
Sí, no me veo.
bury their folks there, feed their children with rat meat. I agree with Father when he says it was the only way to preserve civilization. But what do
No
you
me veo,
think
no
they
me
will
veo, no me
find
veo.
easier to believe? That they'd be able to get out to the surface and live there like they once did? Or that they'd spent 20 years underground for nothing, just because secrecy demanded they
Estoy
stay
solo
there?
en la
Just because
casa.
they didn't have
Pero
the
significa una
fucking
cosa.
security clearance? I
Poder
simply
terminar.
don't
Espero la
know,
campaña un poco más
Artyom.
rápido.
I only know that even if we ever go back there, and it's a big if, I'm definitely not staying. My home is here, somewhere on the surface. I just don't know where yet. And thank you, Artyom. No matter what Dad says, thank you for leading us outside. I'm sorry. All right, I'll stop going on.
Vamos a continuar, vamos a
Leaving already?
continuar.
Well, go get them, Tiger.
There was another. How did it go? Here goes.
Vamos.
Do we have any spares, just in case?
We do, but not the whole set, just the rough one.
Well, hello, my brother in arms. Need a warm up, huh?
No, tengo que avanzar.
A shame. Have we got oil at least?
Oh, sure. We have enough to get to Vladivostok if need be.
Well, I doubt we'd have to go that far. But at least something is in abundance. The pipes?
As I have told you already, it's high time for an overhaul. Christ and I did our best removing the line buildup, but...
Well, we just can't afford that. Are you finished with all the checks?
Looks like it.
No recuerdo que hubiera agua. No hay nadie aquí, si pero había alguien.
Yes, that can't hurt.
Ay, perdón. No vamos a avanzar ya porque me estoy...
Yes,
No me estoy tardando un poco. Ya, vamos a avanzar, ya me tardé un chorro.
The final destination of our long journey. Direct radio contact with the bunker has completely dissolved Miller's resentment towards me for destroying our previous lives. He is eagerly anticipating the meeting with the Minister of Defense he was promised. Probably such things are important for a career officer. The people, though, are less interested. They are asking important questions. Where are the occupying forces? Why is there just wilderness and people gone wild around? What's stopping the government from restoring the country? What was being done in the last 20 years? Miller believes that we'll get all the answers. He will be pardoned, as well as Anna and I. And we will all return home to the metro.
Por favor, ponme en los comentarios qué te va pareciendo la campaña. ¿Qué tal se escucha con el micrófono? Realmente yo lo estoy escuchando y realmente como que así se escucha bien. Ya lo he usado en multijugador. Si quieres ver el unboxing te lo dejo en el canal. Bueno, pues yo no. En el canal está el video sobre el unboxing de estos audífonos por si merecen o no la pena, ¿eh? Ahí te doy especificaciones de si funciona el micrófono, los audífonos, qué tan cómodo es, la marca qué tal, aunque realmente no la conozco, realmente apenas lo compré. Bueno, hace 2 semanas más o menos. Entonces si te interesa los audífonos, en el canal está el video. A ver, sí. A ver si poner el video al final para que ahí ya entres directamente al video y lo veas. Perdón si estoy comiendo, pero es que tengo un poco de hambre. Ya son las 7 y ya comí un poco, pero es un postre más bien, es un postre.
What's going on ahead? Over.
Everything's abandoned, but the truck is okay. Over.
Roger that. Don't go too fast, and watch out for radiation. Over.
Roger that.
I still can't believe this. We're there. Do you get this? We're finally there. This has been our goal, not for weeks or months, but for 20 years. My whole life. And it was not spent in vain. Now I know it for a fact.
Mama, look. Are we going to live here now?
I don't know. Why?
I don't like this place. It's creepy.
Shh. Don't say that.
Ah, yo sí.
Everyone
Yo
must
sí que es
talk.
creepy.
Passengers, get inside and button up tight.
Yes, of course. Come on, Nastya.
Change of plans. We're taking the rail car from here. Wait for Artyom and me.
How about me? You've been dreaming to get here for so long, and are now leaving me behind? Am I your daughter or not?
All right, come with us, or else I'll never hear the end of it.
A wise decision.
Yermak, stop the engine. Take the Aurora back to the safe zone and sit tight there.
We do that right now.
Stefan, you're in charge while I'm away. Sir, yes, sir. Great. Let's go.
Damn, they've been pounding this place. Worse than Moscow.
Yeah, looks like it.
See that
Cuando se
crater?
escuchan perros, estos son los de aquí.
Looks like 100 to me. Lucky. Your guys used to
Ladran mucho luego.
100 ones too.
Well, even 100 seems to have done okay.
Get back in. We're in the safe zone. Radiation nominal. Waiting for your return. Over.
Good. Miller, over and out.
Look at all those cars. Artyom was right. People were coming here from all over the country.
Yes, they were. Nobody came from Moscow. Until now.
So much time wasted.
We'll make up for that now. Well, we're almost there.
Sí, pero que es la verdad.
Oh, this is a bad place. Now, we shouldn't have come here. Really?
Okay, so where's my welcoming committee and red carpet? I don't get this.
Oh, see? Nobody home. How about we go back, huh? Bye.
Look!
¿Qué? Ah,
Identify yourself.
Colonel Miller, here to report.
hola, bienvenido. Pásale.
And where are your people, Colonel?
With the train.
It's dangerous outside. Contact them and tell them to take the train into the main airlock for decontamination. Welcome to the Ark, Colonel. Proceed through the tunnel and take the elevator. You'll be met inside.
See, we're expected.
Sí, cómo no. No, se me está trabando otra vez. Ah, no, ya no.
Never like going underground, but this place, well, this is completely creepy, you know.
Creo que se traba demasiado. No, va a ser un cortadero muy feo.
No gun placements, no patrols, not even lookouts.
Why would they need any of that? A nuclear warhead couldn't take it out.
¿Dónde decía eso de bienvenidos? Ah, mira aquí. Estoy. Se muere, se muere, se muere,
Did you
se
at least
muere.
prepare a speech? Reporting to the minister is no joke.
Ah, get off my case. I pulled an all-nighter.
Don't you feel like you should say something to Artyom now?
Yes. You were right, Artyom. And I was wrong. Thanks for not giving up. Here goes nothing. Comrade Minister, Commander of the Joint Special Operations Forces, Squadron of the City of Moscow, Colonel Miller, reporting. I would like to request that my people are provided with temporary quarters and supplies, as there are women and children among us. Still, our fighters are in top shape and ready for action.
Women and children? Good. Haven't had those in a while.
Who are you?
¡Ay! Sabes que no podía disparar. Aunque creo que desperdicié balas. No me acordaba de esta parte. Uff. Ah. Hola, bienvenido. Pásale.
What the... Where am I? Where are the others?
Everything is going as planned. Everyone is fine. So far.
So far, I demand a meeting with the Minister of Defense now.
Do not worry. Everything will be just fine. And even better. The Minister and the Chief himself
Tal
are
vez lo veo con
expecting
un
you
poco de
for
retraso,
dinner.
así que si comentas y te respondo un poco tarde, perdón.
What the hell? Are you fucking mocking me?
Shut up! The doctor is talking.
Aquí no me veo, no sé por qué.
All here, Colonel. All here. We are the government you people deserve.
Don't you dare, you fuck! You're just fucking cannibals!
Calm down. We'll get jaundice like this. And believe me, nobody likes that bitter taste. The girl will have to wait, though. We must run the tests first. I don't like that cough of
Untie
hers.
my hands, you motherfucker, and I'll shove those tests so far up your ass, you'll be spitting
Watch
them.
your tone, young lady. Do as that young man does. He woke up long ago, but quietly listens to wise people talk.
You fucker! Let me go!
Not one will escape! Not a single!
So, Colonel, now you will pick up the radio and tell the rest of your people on the train to come here. If you don't want her to suffer for a really long time.
Espérenme.
Here I was hoping for an intelligent conversation for a change. Alas. That's not a problem, though, since this nice young man will surely do it instead. He won't dare be contradictory once we're done with you. Well, nice meeting you and all. Yakov, you may start.
I'll get you even after I'm dead!
That may well happen, Colonel. I could choke on you or something. In the meantime, I'll excuse myself.
Come here! I'll rip you all apart! Every last one of you should have done that before the war! But I'll get you now! Burn this town to ashes, so that not even them die!
Now we'll be full again. Good.
Artyom! Here. Colonel, sir, I think that's
Thank
enough.
you, son. But it is not. We have to get them. But first, we must find Anna.
I'm sorry, I went too far with that elevator.
To hell with it! Idiot! Start the main elevator up!
Yes, sir.
Todas las... no me dan.
Right between the eyes. I got a treat for you here, you damn freaks. You left, motherfuckers!
Ay, no tengo. Parte. Espérame. Un minuto. Espérame. Por si no tengo nada. Se disparé. No veo. No veo. Ah, con...
Just like our old D6. Even the lift is the same, exactly.
True, and quite fortunate. This way, we can hope to find Anna. Still, the complex is huge, and we have 10 minutes at the most. So, we'll have to split up. Sam, you check the filter room, the generator hall, and the storage. Idiot, you come with me to the command center. Artyom, you take the barracks and the sick bay.
Es... recuerdo que pasaba eso. Gané. Ay. Necesito balas. Dios. ¿Dónde? Ay. Ay, gritan demasiado. ¿Dónde? Por lo visto no es secreto. ¿Qué había por aquí? No sé. Ay, 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 ay. Camila. Hola, bienvenido. Dame hoy. Pásale. ¿Cómo? Ahí está. No, me confundo luego con los botones. Ah. Ahí a poco. Siguiente. Ahí está. Dame. Dame.
He's up there! Kill me too like this!
También. Voy a ver que ya no puedo pasar. Ay. 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 Se escuchan, pero ay, digo que no me gusta mucho de la cámara, que ay, que no sé, ay, se mueve muy lenta. No me acuerdo si en el clásico era lo mismo. Si escuchan voces es porque están aquí al lado y todo. Entonces, perdón, ¿no? Por los gritos. A ver. Rápido. Y no. Sin madre. Uy, ¿qué pasó? No tengo. Chin. Yo no tengo. Ay. ¿Qué quiere? ¿Ya? Ay. Ay, ya. Mira. Porque él no me da nada. Cuatro. Por ahora. No. Son en diferentes sabores que eso no incluye nada más. Qué fuerte. No, pues yo ni he hecho.
Artyom, I knew. Behind you.
¿Qué sabes?
It is always one like you, a hero. You're not saving anyone, just like the others. So just
freeze.
Yes.
Let him go.
Don't kill me.
Now.
Remember what I told you. There was an
Enough chatter.
No.
Are you all right, Artyom? Thank God. Let's report to the colonel. Dad, it's me.
Are you okay? Where are you?
In the sick bay. Artyom found me.
Oh, thank God. Well done,
Okay.
Where do they go now?
There's an elevator straight down the corridor. It goes right to the command center.
Let's go. Not too fast, though. I need to catch my breath a bit. This whole situation, though. I thought we wouldn't see anything worse than that cult on the Volga. And that Silentius with his damn fanatics.
Oh. Moment.
But no. It appears there was still space for growth. We could have gotten killed there. We almost got eaten here. That bastard. Unbelievable. To think he used to be a doctor. Don't matter. We'll see what happens now. We did survive him, after all.
Forgive myself.
I'm all right.
Who could have known? Who knew these creatures here kept eating people for 20 years? Could you imagine that? I'm sorry. I got carried away like a greenhorn recruit. The minister was going to see me. Conceit made me complacent. I even saluted those ghouls. Some fucking ark. These monsters had it made here, like the Watchers in Moscow. Those keep people on the ground with their deceit. But these...
All right, but what do we do now?
I'll be damned if I know, Anna. No idea. Have you found anything, idiot?
Their defense sites, HQs, all the information is outdated. All links are long gone. Still, the ones that light up worked for at least a few years after the war.
What's down there?
It's Caspian 1, a comm center. There's one more just like that in Novosibirsk.
Are you going to drag us to some other bunker
I don't
now?
know, Anna. We have to make the decision together. Did you get everything you could, idiot? We're leaving.
One moment, I'll finish breaking everything here.
Come on, come on!
Okay, all done. I don't think you should have put it like that, Anna. It all worked out this time.
It worked out. It really did. My concern is what if next time it doesn't.
You're right, of course. But do you intend to live forever?
Of course not. All the more reason to strive and spend more time of what is allotted to me with that guy over there. I've grown attached to him.
That I understand.
Qué raro, no tiene este. Bueno, esto lo... Vámonos. No voy a gastar. Entonces no tengo. Listo. ¡Dale!
Sam, enough, get in. I just wanted to...
Looks like this place is completely over. Time to go find the real government bunker, I guess.
Oh, to think I believed those pricks from Hansa. I believed that Moscow was controlled by the HQ, that we were under occupation, that we were still in war, that there were generals here giving orders. What an idiot, suka!
I will repeat my question. What do we do now?
Could we go back to Moscow? Tell them the truth about the war. The government.
They'll shoot us on approach. And even if we do break through, what can we do against Hansa? Who'd believe us with no proof?
What about going back to Volga? We could live there.
What do we do about the locals? They weren't exactly happy to see us there. Do we kill them all? Is anybody here up for that?
Back in Moscow, Artyom had been dreaming of finding a habitable place and building a colony there. Isn't it time we got to it?
The idea is good. But how do we find the place? Just keep traveling? The Aurora needs an overhaul. What do we do if it breaks down?
Satellites!
What satellites? You want to leave the fucking planet?
There's a satellite communication center on the Caspian Sea. It survived the war.
Oh. If we gain access to the data collected by the satellites...
We won't have to travel randomly. Radiation level maps, even your regular satellite photos could really help us out here.
That's an idea.
What if there is something worse than cannibals there?
Could well be. But first, we're going to be really careful this time. And second, does anyone have any better ideas?
I don't.
Well, I guess we've got ourselves a new plan.
Artyom, shall we look for that place you wanted? Sound the horn then.
3 months on the road, 3 months of constant trial. But after Yamantau, we are ready for anything fate can throw at us. Mere kilometers separate us from the Caspian One communication center. Will the maps within yield a spot free from radiation, where we could finally settle in peace? I don't know. But what's left for us but hope? The desert is taking its toll. The crew suffers from heat and thirst, and the Aurora is not in her top form. We're out of coal and had to switch to burning available fuel. Old cross ties and twigs.
Bien, le voy a dejar hasta aquí. Es que espero que te haya gustado. Suscríbete por favor si te gustó. Espero nuevos videos a continuación. Entonces, te haya gustado. Hasta la próxima.